All right, guys, so this is the finished product. And clean off the lens a little bit. This is the finished product. All right, guys, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be hanging a sunshade out here to kind of cover up the sun. This one gets a lot of sun exposure from this side. So we're actually gonna be replacing the plastic in the front. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and get a sunshade up. So when I am replacing that thing, I'm working in the shade too. And just to kind of get ahead of the problem. But should look nice, should be aesthetically pleasing. We'll see what it looks like, right? So I have people right now powder coating the steel that we're going to use to hang the sunshade itself. They are powder coating it and it should be done today. So I'll give you a price breakdown of everything later in another video. But today I just went ahead and paid for somebody to go out there and powder coat it because I was going to do it myself, but it was reasonably priced to where it was worth it for me just to pay so I can use my time to get the holes dug, pick up the concrete, run some errands. It was worth it in my opinion. So that's what we're going to be doing is while they're powder coating everything, I'm going to get everything set up. So once it's ready, they call me, I go and pick it up, I drop them in, throw the concrete, let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow I can come in and start hanging the actual sunshade. So that's what we're going to try to get done today. They should be calling me in about 2 to 3 hours, hopefully, if everything ran smoothly. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and take a measurement to get the other third point for the sunshade. Since it is triangular, there's only going to be 3 posts. We may add more posts later and do like a layered sunshade type style. We'll see. We'll see how this first one works and then we'll go from there. I am leaving a little bit of extra space to add that in the future if we want to. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that done. So I'm actually going to start digging with a pocera or a post hole digger, and then we'll go ahead and go with the the gas powered auger after we kind of clear out some of the ground. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start digging this one. This is the one I'm more concerned with because I believe we have water lines running on this side and electric lines running on this side. Or a water line here and electric line there. But I believe we're out of the way on this one right here. So that's why I'm going to kind of do a lot of it here by hand, just to make sure we don't run into any problems. A lot of rocks in there, so clean up. This dirt honestly feels untouched, so I don't think we have ever actually dug anywhere here. So I'm comfortable bringing in the auger slowly because usually if you've dug up the ground before, it's a little bit softer. This one's not soft at all, so I'm gonna give it a couple more shots here. If this is your first time to the channel, now you know why it's called The Country Investor. We do a lot of this stuff out in the country on our own. A lot of country people typically do a lot of stuff on their own. So that's the reason I called it The Country Investor. So it's a little bit unordinary, unorthodox how we do things, but it makes money, so that's all that matters. But let me go get the auger real quick. By the way, anyone who wants to check us out, you can check us out down below. I'll leave the link for the website down below so you guys can check it out. Oh, excuse me. Gonna take this one slowly because, like I said, I don't think we have anything here, but just to be sure. No, just here. I do have black clay here, so it's a lot tougher than the other clay. Just sure they're calling about the metal being ready. And we're near 2 feet, but I just want to see where we're at. Right about foot right now. Yeah, right on this level, the ground's really hard. So the ground is like really, really freaking hard. We're still only about 15 inches deep, but it's freaking hard. We have clay down here. So a lot of people wonder, you know, is the lake that we have behind me, you can't see it because there's stuff in the way, but how does it hold water? That's why it holds water, because we have clay and it just seals up real nicely, so it can hold water very, very well. There's a pro to it, but then when you try to dig, that's the con. When you're trying to dig and, you know, you're doing this by hand, yeah, it's not fun. But we're gonna go ahead and show you just how hard this stuff is, man. It's not quite like limestone rock like in the hill country, but it's still pretty solid. I mean, it's not going nowhere. But bring you guys back over along. All right, guys. So we got 2 holes already dug. I dug them a little bit deeper than 2 feet, so that way I can backfill it with some rock, or maybe even put in some more concrete in the bottom. They're about 27 inches or so. So this is the only one we have left, and it's currently at about 20 inches. So we have at least 4 more inches to dig, and then we will be done. So I'll move this one out of the way. These 2 are really difficult so far. 23 inches. Should be pretty close. Yep. Try to more time we got. So they just called me back. They are done powder coating, but it's already kind of late for them, at least. They close kind of early, so I'm just gonna pick them up tomorrow morning and get this done. So next time I see you guys, it'll be morning time. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up and then wrap up and go get something to eat. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, so we're back. It's the morning. By the way, if you want to check us out, Geodomes in South Texas, it's on the shirt. You can check us out. We do a lot of the work ourselves. Anything that we can't do, we hire out. But what we're going to be doing today is we're basically going to be calling all these the tops. We're going to go ahead and drill the holes to get, where are they at? These things put in there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get all of that drilled in. I should probably take one of these. It's probably going to be 5/8, 3/8. What do you think it is, Dave? 3/8 or 5/16? This one?
No, it's 5.
Huh?
It's bigger than a 3/8.
Is it?
No 7/16?
7/16? Huh? 7/16?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Try it out. No, quítala. La tuerca.
I'm gonna go get a tape measure so we measure it exactly. So the bit is on the control, we do guys, so we're going to measure on both sides. Go. Where's the tuerca?
Todas rotas estas. ¿Qué es de tuerca?
Dang, it just ate through it. Look at that, guys. That's one of the shavings from the freaking metal. Just shoot through it.
Esa madre es la tuerca. No tiene adjuster. I don't know. You need an adjuster, you don't?
I just need to get this thing off to make sure it fits in there.
No sé. Dale.
Do a second now. Just 11 H2 evaluation. Anyone else using kind of looker. Anyone is interested. I guess we'll use a stick. ¿Qué tienes aquí?
Este, ¿no? Not this one. No, sir.
Yes, sir. It's perfect. Just kidding, Daddy. Let me go find a stick real quick. No se raspa.
¿Ah? No, damos vuelta, güey. Ese quedó más.
All right, guys, we're just gonna show you the final when it's actually all three are done, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. All right, guys, so we are done. We're gonna go ahead and let it sit. Since we're not gonna be putting on a lot of weight, that tarp that we're gonna be putting on probably weighs like 2-3 pounds. It's actually really, really light. So I'm gonna give it about 8 to 12 hours. Right now it's in the morning, and hopefully this afternoon, later in the afternoon, I'll come out here and put the tarp up, bring a ladder because I need a ladder to reach it. And yeah, we're gonna go from there, kind of show you what it looks like right now. Don't forget, if you want to check us out, Geodomes of South Texas. Check us out. We have a website. We're always updating the website, keeping up with TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to cover up the holes yet. I'm going to let them dry out, all that water dry out right now. I mean, you can already tell. I mean, it's already drying up. It was full of water when we first came here. Or when we first finished it, we just filled it up with water a little bit more. But it's already drying out, as you can tell. So we're going to leave it open, let it dry out, and then we'll put the dirt on top of it. And so this one was a 15-foot pole. So powder coating is expensive, but it lasts forever. And for me, I don't want to be doing maintenance all the time, so I try to do things to where they last the longest. And this is one of those things that will last a very, very long time. I have some powder coating stuff that is still in really, really good shape, and it's been 10-12 years already. So that's a lot better than wood. Wood, you have to kind of update it or stain it, restain it every year, sometimes every 2 years. So that's why we're going with powder coating. And this is the last one. And so all the holes are dug a little bit deeper than 2 feet. And then we just put some base of rock material underneath and then dropped them in the hole. But yeah, we're gonna let them air out, dry out. All the water gets sucked into the soil and out of the concrete, and let it dry out, and then we'll go ahead and fill them in. But yeah, it's gonna look pretty awesome. This is what look we got so far. I'll kind of get back. We're gonna be replacing these covers to make them a little bit clearer, more like glass. So stay tuned for that as well. I'll probably film it too. Just doing some updates as we can. As we get bookings, we put more money back into the property. So we can usually get a lot more done because, well, I do it all myself. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. We'll be back when we have the tarp on. Poles are all set in. We did put the canopy up yesterday evening. I forgot to record. I was just worried about getting it done before it got too dark on me. But yeah, the poles are pretty solid already. It's been about 24 hours and they are solid. Solid steel. They should last a very, very, very long time. Like I said, I have some stuff that's already powder coated, and we're going on 10 years on some of that stuff, and it still looks in great shape. And there is a little bit of dulling, but no peeling or anything like that. It's still in really good shape. Probably another 5 to 8 years, and I may have to redo it again on the other stuff. So this should last typically anywhere between 10 and 20 years, depending on the seasons, depending on how harsh the summers are, winters, etc. But anywhere between 10 and 20 years, and I'll probably have to replace it. But yeah, that's what it looks like so far. And this kind of helps me to get some ideas whenever we build our house. So, you know, just different things that we could do. So I could probably tension them up a little bit more, because see how high they're moving. They're moving quite a bit. So I could probably tighten them up a little bit more, but I'm sure it probably moved a little bit since last night. But anyways, that's what it looks like, guys. We may even layer some more of those sunshades. We'll see, but for right now, that's what we're gonna go with, just to kind of help take out some of the beating on this side of the dome from the sun. But yeah, if you want to check us out, www.geodomesofsouthtexas.com. Links down below in the description. Until next time, see you guys later. Bye-bye.